Hello, Risen King family. Pastor Tim here. Today I got into a bit of a nostalgic mood, and I started looking back through Facebook at the different posts that I had made in this past year. I saw a lot of the quotes that I had posted, things that I had said that I thought sounded kind of profound or that I had read and that struck me. I saw a lot of pictures that reminded me of fun times that I'd had this year. And I saw some of the posts I had made about some pretty big events that happened in my life this year. Like back in May when I got the job as senior pastor here at Risen King, or in August when we had to move my mom into a skilled nursing facility, or just a few weeks ago when my family and I moved into a new house. It was good to see those posts about those big events, and it struck me how those big events in our life happen from time to time. Sometimes they take us by surprise, sometimes we're prepared for them. But there's moments where we get those pieces of big news. And sometimes it's big news and it's really good. Sometimes it's big news and it's not so good. And occasionally what sounds like good news to us is not so good news to someone else. That's a situation that we see in Matthew 2, as we have the story of the Magi, the wise men who came to see Jesus after he'd been born. They'd been following a star that God had used to lead them from their home country to Jerusalem. When they get to Jerusalem, they ask King Herod, where's the one who's been born King of the Jews? Now, to the Magi, it was really good news that Jesus, the King of the Jews, had been born. But to Herod, this was not good news. This was threatening, because his job title was King of the Jews. And so what did it mean that another king had been born? As we look at how the Magi and Herod respond to the birth of Jesus, we see that the Magi saw it as a good thing. They saw Jesus as a ruler to be worshipped, whereas Herod saw him as a rival to be eliminated. As we look at this passage of Scripture this week, I want us to consider what our response is to Jesus, the King, and the news that he's been born. I want us to see how we can follow the example of the Magi, their worshipful response to Jesus, and avoid the response of King Herod, who saw Jesus as a rival. Looking forward to our time together this Sunday, and I encourage you to read Matthew 2, 1 through 11 in preparation for Sunday morning. Also on Sunday, I'm excited that our kids are going to sing and present a couple songs for us. This is a preview of what they'll be doing at the Christmas Eve service, so we're looking forward to having that as a part of our worship experience. This is also a great excuse to invite friends and family to join you at church on Sunday to see the kids sing. It's going to be a great time together. And then don't forget that our Christmas Eve services are coming up next Thursday, December 24, at the Cascade Theater. Have services at 5 and 7 p.m. Going to be a great time of singing Christmas music together, seeing the kids sing. I'll be presenting a brief gospel message from Luke 2. Really excited about this time together. I hope that you're planning to come. I hope that you've invited some folks to come with you. And could I ask you to join me in praying specifically that God would use the Christmas Eve services to draw people to himself, and that this would be a night when people who are not in relationship with God yet come into relationship with him through Jesus Christ as they hear the message that's presented and as the Spirit of God encounters them. That's a big part of my prayer for the Christmas Eve services, and again, I invite you to join me in praying that way as well. I'm really looking forward to our time together on Sunday and then again on Thursday night. Look forward to seeing you there. Just a quick PS to anyone who is wanting to make a year-end financial donation to Risen King. Just remember that in order for that gift to be included on your 2015 giving statement, we need to receive that gift in person, or you need to complete it online, or it needs to be postmarked by December 31st. And if it's postmarked or received or completed online by that time, then it can go on your 2015 statement. And thank you to everyone who's giving faithfully to support the ministry that God's doing here at Risen King. It's much appreciated. Thanks, you guys. We'll see you Sunday. God bless.